Atheists, let's do a thought experiment. There's a couple named Roger and Sophia. You like Roger, but you dislike Sophia. Sophia has been showing up with all these bruises and limping. She also happens to be depressed, and you can see how she tenses up every time Roger gets close to her, touches her, or even looks at her. With all this information, what is the logical conclusion? She's a victim of domestic violence, isn't she? Wrong, according to you. You've grown up with Roger, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that he'd never do something like that. So, you believe his alternative stories. Those bruises and limping? She has been training in martial arts. The depression? Her family member from far away has just died. And her tensing up around Roger? Well, that is because she cheated on him and doesn't respect him anymore for having forgiven her. It makes sense, right? What else could it have been? Even if there's video, you'll make excuses for Roger. It was the first time. You know how troublesome Sophia can be and how she can push your buttons. He's been going through a tough time. The point is reality will never set in for you guys. Look, I forgive you. I truly do. But at some point, I have to call you for what you truly are, you dimwits. Before you were ignorant. Now you're stupid. All this evidence points to one single motive, but you would rather believe that all these random things have been happening. You do understand the analogy I'm making here, right? The Bible. How the Jews and Jesus have shaped history. How all this evidence points to Yahweh, but you keep trying to discredit it, claiming it is something else entirely. Jesus didn't resurrect, right? Then why did Rome fall to its knees? Why did the apostles stop being cowards? Jesus never even existed. Rome used Christianity and so monotheism for political reasons. The apostles were cognitively dissonant. They wanted to make the world a better place with these random foolish teachings about loving your enemy and even thinking about a woman sexually counting as adultery. Why did they use women, who were seen as lower than dogs, at the time as the first witnesses of the resurrection? Because it was true? No. It was genius of them, actually, to give credibility to their story. The artifacts that were found because of what was written in the Bible. Spider-Man fallacy. Marine fossils found on top of mountains and deserts prove a global flood. Tectonic plates shifting. All right, you got it. But still, you have to admit it's so weird that if all these events happened on their own, they make absolutely no sense. They're totally unrelated. However, if you unify them through the Bible, you can see the complete picture. Weird, isn't it? How deceivingly genius must have been the 40 different authors of the Bible that was written over a period of about 1,500 years to collect all this information that would later fit together without them knowing it would and be supported by today's scientific methods. Greatest conspiracy of all time. Please, atheists, please, stop trying to make all these murders look like suicides. For your own sake.